Well, good evening, everybody. It's Rob, the Jersey Spider, and we are doing a little night ride this evening. That's right, another night ride. There's Barnegat Bay, and we're currently driving over the Causeway Bridge in Manahawkin, New Jersey, and we'll be entering Ship Bottom, New Jersey. So I figured I'd take what I hope to be a safe evening ride. To get here, there's one little section off of Route 9 where it's some trees and stuff where Bambi could run out at you, but other than that, not that it couldn't happen on Route 9, but it's very rare that ever happens. And over here, there are no deer over here that I know of. So that's a cool place over there called the Boatyard. It's a bar and such over there, outside bar. And of course that building, there's an inside bar. Pretty windy coming over the bridge here. Whether you can hear that or not, I do not know. I do have a little fuzzy on my microphone, so hopefully that will stop a good chunk of the wind noise. So I wanted to do a little shout out to Jody, Purple on 3, and Tommy G. Those two are just absolutely wonderful people. I've been in communication with her a little bit here and there, although I've never met her. And again, if you guys have not checked out her channel, check out hers. It's awesome. And she was kind enough to send me a package in the mail, and it had a bunch of stickers in it and a nice letter that she wrote me and some photographs of her and Tommy on some travels that they went on. And absolutely wonderful. And she sent me a little thing of, it's called PA Bark, Pennsylvania Bark stands for, and it's a chocolatey treat that she made, and wow, is that good. And she actually sent me the recipe for it too, so that was great. So thank you, Jody, I really appreciate it. You and Tommy are the best. What's going on here? There might be a concert. Yeah, I think there's a concert or something going on over there. So it's wow, I tell you, the temperature definitely dropped coming over here to the island. Saying it's 86, which again, we all know these are wrong, so it's probably, I would say, in the high 70s right now, but I have my riding jacket on, gloves on, it's pretty comfortable. I have long pants and boots on. It's not bad at all. To be honest, in this type of environment, I really don't mind riding at night. This thing is lit up pretty well, other than the sides, like I showed you in that last evening video I did, but the machine's lit up pretty good. And here on the island during the summer, today's August 6th, and you have to go slow. They actually lower the speed limits during the summer. So on the boulevard coming up here, normally it's 40 during the winter, and they drop it down to 35 in a lot of areas, even 25. So, and you have to. There's just people all over the place here. I don't know if it's a no turn on red or not. Oh well. There's people walking all over, and as we travel here, you'll see, like right now, it's evening time, but there's a ton of people around, so you have to go slow. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. Careful, careful. Don't pull out. So we're going to take a little trip down to Beach Haven and Holgate. So last, I did a Long Beach Island trip once before, and it was a daytime one. I probably did it, oh God, I don't know, a year and a half ago, something like that. And maybe a little bit more, maybe, yeah, probably 2 summers ago, I guess. And I went the other way on the island, and it's for the most part, it's mostly residential, and there is the Barnegat Lighthouse down there, which is awesome. So check that video out if you want to see that. And I climbed the lighthouse in the video. But this is a little more commercial, more ice cream shops. The bars are down here. miniature golf. There's a amusement park, Fantasy Island it's called down here. If you're ever to Jersey, I don't know if they're outside Jersey, Burger 25. That place is pretty good. Joe Pop's, that bar there has been around, God, it's been there forever. So like I mentioned before, the Spyder community is awesome, and I watch a bunch of different people's channels. There's New and Ryan and Angie, their channel is awesome. And of course, Sean Smokes, who, again, I'll refer to him as a master mechanic. The man knows these machines. And I did a video, and this is in regards to something I learned from him. I'm going to pass on the knowledge from him and give him total credit for this. But I did a video on washing the machine, and the reason I did that for washing the Can Am is because people, when they get these and you know, brand new to the Can Am Spyder, are worried about washing it. They're concerned, you know, about water intrusion in certain areas and so forth. So that's why I did that video. And what I learned from Sean is, and I'll point it out. I'm actually going to put another little video into this video showing you what I'm talking about. But if I could look down real quick, these side panels over here, the side panel specifically to the right. When you wash these, and again, use low pressure when you wash it off after soaping it up and all that, use low pressure. But water can get in there, and it's not waterproof. And he was talking about brake fluid issues. And I took his advice, and what I do now, because inside there is the brake fluid reservoir, and the cap for the reservoir, if you look at it, it's got vents in it. And you wash your motorcycle and you can get water. Like he said, he goes, I don't know how you can't not wind up eventually getting water inside the reservoir for the brake fluid. That's not good. So what I've been doing when I wash it, and I don't wash it, you know, way too often. So what I do is when I go to wash it, I pull that panel off and I put a plastic bag over top of it, and I slap the panel back on again, and then I wash it. Now, I do that, and you know, for obvious reasons. And I dry you can see that the water does get inside that panel. There's like a spongy material glued to it, and you can tell water kind of does get in there. So I dry it off on the inside before I put the panel back on and all that when I'm done. Now, I don't know how that's going to work if you're riding out in the rain. I mean, obviously you can't help that. And I don't know. I mean, I might have to ask him, like, could you leave like a bag loosely over top of it and it still can vent if it needs to? I don't know. But anyway, that's what I do. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to attach a little video now to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, guys. So what I learned from Sean Smokes is when you wash this, water intrudes into this panel in this crack here. You can get water in there. That's one of the reasons I say, like, use very low pressure when you rinse it off and all that. But you can get water in there, and inside of there is the reservoir for the brake fluid. So what I do, because I learned this from him, was I'll pull this panel off, and if you can see, I'll zoom in a little bit here. It says pull right there. So I will remove that panel. Zoom out again a little bit. So I will remove that panel, and you pull on it like it tells you. Just kind of pull on it. Sounds like it kind of cracks a little, but it doesn't. It comes right off. And the reservoir is right there. And let me just try to see if I can get in a little closer here. And on top of the reservoir, right there and there's like little fins sticking up. And there are vent holes in there. And you can get water intrusion in them. So all I do is I just put a plastic bag over top of that. When I wash it, I put the cover back on. When I'm done, I pull the cover back off, remove the bag, make sure everything's dry, and I put it back. So thank you, Sean, for informing us of that. Okay, so that's that regarding the brake fluid reservoir. So this is going to be I'm going to do a little bit of editing on this trip because it's the traffic is slow here, a lot of traffic lights, and it's going to take a while to get down to the amusement park and down to Holgate, so we'll wind up doing a little splicing with this. But I have both my cameras, the front chin mount one and the one facing me, I have them both set on the low light setting, which the Insta360s do a pretty good job for low light. It's crazy to think, like, so today's August 6th, and to think a little bit more than a month from now, and it's pretty much right after Labor Day, which isn't that far away. What's it, a month and a couple days? I think it's like, I don't know, is it September 8th this year or something, I think, maybe? And all these traffic lights you see, except for one back there, they all go to blink right after Labor Day. Turn them all to blink. And they want to put the speeds back up again and all that. And it's just crazy to think, like, as busy as it is right now, it's summertime, it's a Thursday. And it's obviously pretty busy down here. But shortly it's going to be a very quiet place. Yeah, you got to be careful of these pedestrians down here. They are all over. And a lot of times, because like I said, back in the past, I worked down here, they just kind of like, they just kind of walk out to traffic like without looking. They just expect people to stop. So you got to be careful down here. So does anybody else enjoy riding in the evening in more lit up places? Obviously, probably not in the middle of the Pine Barrens. Yeah, please comment if you enjoy doing it, because I don't mind it. It's not scary to me at all. I don't know. I guess I'm just so used to this thing now, it just does not bother me. Even my boat, when I go out, like, I don't mind riding my boat out in Barnegat Bay. You just adapt on how you ride, on how you drive. You go slower, got to focus more. In this place, obviously, there's a billion side streets, so you got to really stay kind of hyper-focused to make sure nobody pulls out in front of you. But, you know, like I showed you in the night video I did with the front end of this thing, if I'm coming at you, I don't know how you possibly could miss me with that light bar I have on here especially. So it's funny, Long Beach Island, there's, I don't know how many towns total there are, but there's a lot of towns on this island, but it's all one zip code. It's kind of weird, right? But besides the pedestrians, you have to be careful down here because of the police. They're doing their job, and they know there's people all over the place, and they really pay attention to the speed you're doing. So, I mean, you know, I think if it's 35, if you're doing, you know, 44, 43, it's not gonna be a big deal. But I would keep it like around 40, you know, if you're gonna push it a little bit. Another traffic light. So I'm saying it's going to be a long ride down there, so I'm going to be doing some cutting out of this. Nardi's, another famous tavern down here on Long Beach Island. It's been here a very long time. I always like the name of that auto repair place, Undertow. Guys, he's got a tow truck service, Undertow. Pretty cool, neat name. So I'm experimenting with something. I'm keeping my tire pressure at like 26.5 pounds. Now, the manufacturer recommends to keep it at 28 for the rear tire. But again, you know, whereas in the middle, so I'm giving it a shot. Now, this is a worn tire already, so I don't know how much I'll notice it, but I'm just trying to keep from wearing as fast. And I've heard it kind of doesn't really matter that you do that, but I'm keeping it a little less than the 28. I mean, it should ride a hair softer too. All right, let me stop. Look like sisters. A couple of them anyway. Now when we get down to Holgate, I'm going to ride into the parking lot that dead ends, and hopefully it'll be clear enough that you can see Atlantic City. On a nice clear day you can look across and see the city I don't know. We'll see how it lights up at night. I don't know. And I'll try to zoom in on it. I wonder if we can start seeing the Ferris wheel now, guys. And I've noticed with this one, and then looking across the bay at the Seaside Heights Ferris wheel, with the new LED technology, they make them pretty cool. They do all kinds of crazy stuff. It's pretty neat. Now, this little amusement park is called Fantasy Island. It's in Beach Haven, like I said, and it's small. It's made really for smaller kids. So hopefully sooner or later I can get my grandkids down here. Should be coming into view a little better. And then they just built a new ride that slides up. It looks like the Barnegat Lighthouse, and then it's one of those seats that go all the way around it, and then goes up however many feet and then slides back down again. It's pretty cool. And as you can see, tons of people here. This is a little shopping area. I think, I don't know what they call it here. Look at the Ferris wheel. We'll take a turn here. Okay, we try to go around the other way. All right, green light. Let's try this way. Oh, they even have an LED screen up on the thing now. That is cool. I don't know if you can see it or not. And that's the thing that's like Barnegat Lighthouse. Very cool. All right, I got to be careful. There's people everywhere. I want to crash. All right, so that's the amusement park. We're going to shoot down now to Holgate. And it's probably going to be pretty dark down there. So there's a lot of light. But we'll see what we can see down there. And that's Holgate's pretty much, it's just all residential. It's a nice, beautiful little town. It's a new house under construction there. That construction here is not slowing down. Just building all new homes, tearing down the old ones, building new ones. And I've said it before. What do all these people do for a living? Man, I did something wrong. I don't know. That's a very famous Jersey Shore place, the Chegg, they call it, or the chicken or the egg is the actual name, but we call it the Chegg, us locals. Great wings there. Buckaloo's Tavern, another wonderful, wonderful restaurant there. Mini golf there. Okay, so shortly we're going to be pretty much all residential. It's going to get dark. I'm pretty amazed how well these Insta360s pick up an ambient light and all that. They're pretty good. It seems like, you know what's weird? It's sometimes when you upload to YouTube, it's not as clear as when I see it on a computer screen when I'm editing it. And I upload it at 4K, 60 frames per second. That's how I download it, and I upload it I record in 40K, let me rephrase this. Excuse me. I record in 4K at 60 frames per second. I download it to the computer, and then when I put it into CapCut, and after all my editing and everything, it makes it a 4K 60 frame per second video, and then I upload it to YouTube at 4K. But I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't seem as clear as when it's on the computer, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's a YouTube thing. think I'm doing everything right. But the night video I did, the last one I did at night, I was pretty impressed with how well it came out, especially when there's, you know, the ambient light, traffic signals, and, you know, stores off to the side of the road or whatever. So I'm curious right now to see how well this video is going to come out with the Ferris wheel and all that. Hopefully good for all you viewers out there. Which guys, I want to thank you, by the way, because I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at like 912 right now, so I'm only 88 away, which isn't bad. So if you do like my content and you could subscribe to help my little channel, I would appreciate it. What is this guy doing? Let's just pull out, why don't you? No, go ahead, really. No, that's fine. Go ahead. Just pull out. But if you could subscribe, I'd appreciate it if you're not. I have a blast doing this, so I'm not in it for the money or anything. I love making this content. It's fun. I wish I could make more and do it more often, but I do what I can do, my friends. As you can tell, this road's pretty bumpy down here. So I find it with the subscribers, I find it's some people, you know, they just want to know more about the Spyder itself, which I totally understand. And if there's other things I haven't talked about that you'd like me to talk about, please comment. And then other people do like when I travel to different places and see all kinds of different places. New Jersey's a pretty cool state, actually. There is a lot to see in such a small state. A friend of mine just went down there. Apparently there's in Wildwood, New Jersey, there's I don't know if it's an aerospace museum or military museum, whatever. But they have several airplanes and helicopters inside these big hangars. They have an F-14 Tomcat in there. Supposedly you can actually get inside some of the airplanes and sit inside a couple of the airplanes. So that's pretty cool. So I may have to do a video with that. But I would do that in the fall. It's too busy and during the summer. What is going on here? Tesla? Well, I'm looking myself, and we are at the dead end of Holgate. It's a beach, and it goes way out on kind of a hook. I can see Atlantic City, but there's no way you guys could see it from here, especially with all these guys in the way here. But it is way off in the distance. Oh, there was a band playing here. Well, that's unusual. Huh. Okay. Interesting. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end the video here. We've seen a little bit of Long Beach Island. I wanted to show you guys. And I just want to get out for a night ride. And I figured, hey, why not record? So, as always, if you're thinking about getting one of these, don't think about it. Get one, new, used, whatever you can afford. It is a blast. You're going to have fun on it. Stay happy, healthy. Get out there and ride, my friends, and we will talk to you soon. And I'm going to take all this recording equipment off because it dangles off the helmet and adds weight, believe it or not. It's pretty heavy, this stuff, so I'm going to do that. But anyway, take care, my friends, and I'll take a slow ride back home. Be safe out there. Talk to you. Be well. Bye.